The college football experience, Rutgers Scarlet Knights 2023 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Networks, brought to you by our very own Patreon. Score exclusive perks, content, and contests, including our NFL win totals contest with $1,000 prize. Join today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. We're also brought to you by Parlay Play. Yes, Parlay Play is a lead pipe locking for parlaying player props. Geez, that's a lot of P's. All right. Go to parlayplay.io. Use the promo code SGP for 100% deposit bonus today and check out Parlay Play. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. Rutgers Scarlet Knights 2023 season preview episode. I am excited to talk about the Scarlet Knights and Gregory Schiano. All right. He's been building for this. All right. He's been absolutely building for this, and it could be a very big year in Piscataway. If you're wondering who the hell I am, well, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Yes. They played the first ever college football game. First ever college football game back in like the 1860s, like fucking before the Civil War. I feel like they tossed the HB toss pass.
It was
1869, 1868, something like that. Before the MLB, CJ Sullivan. And I know I got to introduce you. So, hopefully you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. And look, talking a little Rutgers Scarlet Knights is the host of the Bottom Line Bombs podcast, which you should be subscribed to. They call him the man in the box. All right. Give it up for CJ Sullivan. How you doing?
Great, Dundee. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Oh, yeah.
For a Paisan review, Rutgers jersey.
This is one of those ones I feel like if you're sitting there, there's layers to this. If you're sitting there right now, if you're Cal, Stanford, Oregon State, Washington State, right, you're sitting there saying, huh? Rutgers? Like, Oregon State won 10 games last year. Stanford has had, like, over the past 15 years, Stanford's had a lot of double-digit win seasons.
Yeah.
And
sure.
You're like, wait. Rutgers is part of the party? Well, we're not.
Not only is Rutgers part of the party, Rutgers started this party.
They did start the party. And they better hang on to that.
Rutgers started this party 10 years ago now. It's been, they went to the Big Ten, and they've been a disaster athletically, academically, and financially. It's been amazing.
And the Piscataway's rocking.
Yeah. And in a very Jersey Rutgers way, they owe money somehow. How do you owe money?
Yeah, you are part of the party. You're getting all this crazy money. Meanwhile, dude, even like the Big 12 schools are making like ACC and Big 12 schools are making. Clemson's making $30 million a year. Rutgers might be making $65 million a year.
They bring nothing to the table. At least Maryland tosses in a lacrosse championship or something. Right?
Basketball, Maryland's good.
Of course, but I mean, like, Rutgers has nothing.
They got the basketball program's getting better.
They're getting better. Yeah. Hey, I root for Rutgers. I hope they do get in there.
Jersey Mike's. Absolutely. They got Danny DeVito doing the commercials.
Oh my God, they killed Gandolfini. That's how bad this fucking program's been. But I know.
They put on that shirt and boom. All right. No, I'm buying into I'm buying into Greg Schiano because hear me out here. Hear me out here.
Okay, let's hear it.
The Big Ten East doesn't exist next year.
Okay,
they've been stuck in a division having to play Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, and Penn State.
Yeah,
you jump on over to the West. You see what Northwestern could do. They made like the Big Ten. They're not going to be in the West, Rutgers, but I'm saying you're going to get more of those games. And Oregon and Washington.
they need to be in the Big East next year. Is where they need to be. Forget any of this. They
need to join the Big Four, the Pac-4.
Right.
But
they're treating themselves being in the Big Ten like one of those mob construction jobs in name only. Yeah, you show up once a week, you sign in, you sign out. You actually have to play Big Ten teams here. We'll worry about that later.
No. We can talk about that. We can talk. So Greg Schiano, how do you feel about? I mean, it's a big year for him, but I would say even if he sucks this year, give him that 1 year at least outside of the Big Ten East. But
it's a desperate move bringing Schiano back for Rutgers. That was obviously when they had success, and they're trying. But
he's been recruiting better, man. It's like if they could just get it together.
But there's just something going on in that whole coaches that whole job in particular. There's a buzz out there that like
we played the first ever game. It's a curse.
Coaches are gone. You know what I mean? Coaches are going. How weird is it? They had a terrible quarterback play. They don't bring any quarterbacks in, but all the coaches are gone. What'd that tell you? What I mean? It's a toxic situation over there. And Schiano, like God bless you. God bless Schiano.
Yeah.
But the buzz of him coming back is it's already worn off. You know what I mean?
I think I am optimistic though, and I think they should be patient regardless of this year.
Okay.
They're
gonna have to be.
Hear me out here. All right. Look, we're gonna talk all about it. We're going to talk all about the offense, the defense, the special teams, the transfer portal, which obviously plays such a huge factor in college football these days. But right now you say he's hot seat this year, CJ?
Schiano?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. They had to beg him to come back,
the COVID year too. It was tough that COVID year,
right?
Man.
Tough.
Can't bring in guys. New Jersey took it a lot more different than some of these other states. So
I think Rutgers is committed to Schiano long term. I mean,
yeah,
but also they're not doing anything else to help him out, like them have him succeed. They're just not a Big Ten. It's ridiculous.
Well, they're gonna have to be. They just got that Big Ten money coming.
It's still an experiment coming. It's 10 years now. Okay, we're working
on the kinks. I think they just put a fence up around Jersey. A lot of good talent comes out of Jersey.
Well, that's always the thing, and you realize they don't get talent. College football doesn't exist. The players are still gonna get plucked and go somewhere else. All they really care about is the TV markets there.
NIL collective. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, who's out there?
I know.
Who's a Rutgers alum?
Gandolfini, he's gone, but no, we can.
Jersey Mike's, let's go.
Jersey
start buying some players, man.
Jersey Mike,
get the veto out of here.
Springsteen,
throw up a quarterback there. Yeah, Bon Jovi, isn't he in the area?
Bon Jovi's in the area.
He owned an arena team. He'll invest. All right, arena team was a bad investment from the start. I would have told him that. All right, come on.
But his partner was Ron Jaworski. What could go wrong?
That
I know
Polish rifle.
I know
right?
it's a curse word.
Yeah.
As far as Rutgers alum, I don't know. But did Ray Rice's wife get a settlement? Did she have money? She could throw some NIL money in there. I don't. Who knows?
I don't think she went. She might have slept on at his dorm room. But I mean, look, we're going to talk all about the offense, defense, transfer portal, and who else slept at Ray Rice's dorm room. But before we do that, I want to tell you that the Rutgers Scarlet Knights season preview episode on the college football experience is brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Patreon. Yes, sign up for the Patreon to get access to exclusive contests, including the NFL win totals contest, $1,000 for first place. Besides season-long contests, they also have weekly contests just for our patrons, plus a monthly SGP Stories podcast. Yeah, you might hear about the time Patty C cost me about $9,000. All right, completely ad-free and full. Behind the scenes stories. Uncensored. Uncensored is the key word there. There's even a Discord channel just for the patrons. And look, only you can prevent corporate gambling. All right. Do your part and sign up today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. Once again, that's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. All right. We are back on the college football experience, Rutgers Scarlet Knights preview. And we got to talk portal because If you're not Army, Navy, Air Force, or strangely Clemson, the portal's a big thing in college football in 2023. Even in the FC, I host the FCS college football experience too. Monmouth fans hit us up, but even in the FCS, it's a big deal. So let's hop into it because Rutgers departing linebacker Micah Wing. Interesting name. Offensive lineman Brad Harris gone.
Just announcing everyone as a president.
Yeah.
Listen up, everybody. Harris gone. Cross him off your list.
Get him out of here.
Mike, down the fucking shoot he goes.
Brad Harris is out of here.
Brad Harris swims with the fishes.
Offensive lineman Willie Tyler. He headed over to the Louisville Cardinals. Right,
Going the Brom route.
They got that fucking racist Papa John's money floating through there. You know what I mean?
That's some good IL, buddy. Yeah.
Oh man. Then you got man. This is an offensive tackle, David and Waggle Ugu.
David Waggle Woogle.
I don't know how to pronounce. So
He's
ready?
gone?
This is how you pronounce it. I'm going to spell this last name.
Zagafazul.
NWAOG WUGWU. I mean, help me, world. Tight end Matt Alamo.
I was just gonna say, isn't that MC Ren? NWAOG.
Yeah,
NWAOG MC Ren.
Not enough people talking about NWA these days.
Absolutely. All right. Even when that movie came out, which is kind of they brushed over a few things, but that's what happens when Ice Cube writes it.
Yeah,
it could have happened.
Now they don't even let him make movies because he didn't get a little shot.
But
right?
you're right. NWA should be discussed on a weekly basis.
Classic rap group. And dive into them if you haven't. All right, Matt Alamo, though, tight end, goes to Coastal Carolina. All right, Coastal Carolina NIL Collective, their football program, biggest booster, started Hooters. Got to root for Coastal Carolina. That's probably how they sold Alamo. Linebacker Kari Banton hits the portal. Linebacker Austin Dean heads out to Georgia Tech, the old Ramblin' Wreck. Taj Harris, I was surprised to see this, and he hasn't landed anywhere yet. Wide receiver Taj Harris, he was previously at Syracuse, played well there.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see where he goes. Long snapper, underrated position. Zach Taylor gone. Then you got tight end Sean Mutterlin portal.
That's a gutsy transfer to be just a long snapper. And so
you know what? I'm done with your games, Schiano.
Yeah, I'm taking my talents to fucking Tulane or wherever the hell I'm going. Snap some balls down there. Defensive lineman Sean Collins heads out to Appalachian State, and that's what they lost. All right, it's not much. Not too bad. Not too bad. Taj Harris one was weird, and maybe the Tyler one you can sell me on. Incoming. Yeah, let's get to that. The Maine Black Bears have a tight end that he's excited about. Greg Schiano's excited about getting Sean Bowman coming in from the Black Bears of Maine. Then a JUCO transfer and wide receiver. How do I pronounce this name? Jaquan Johnson. Sounds good to me. Then you have Western. Dude, he loves these FCS guys. Western Illinois transfer, Nassim Brantley transferring in. Leathernecks, great name. Minnesota safety Michael Dixon's coming in. Golden Gophers had a top 20 defense a season ago. That's a nice get. Cornerback Eric Rogers from Northern Illinois transfers in. And then Akron cornerback Charles Amankwa transferring in. And that's it. This is kind of light on the portal. We grade the portals. Isaiah Araton, you talk about him? The D tackle they got from Ole Miss. Really? See, this is what I mean. 24/7 Sports lacking a little bit. They don't have that there. Yeah. But I've caught this a couple times here now. Let me hop on over to another service. He played 10 games, made 7 tackles last season. 7 tackles for loss and get a big opportunity with Rutgers, obviously. Yeah. I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't have that one. Shame on them. And also, did I mention Flip Dixon? Flip Dixon transfers in from Minnesota as well. See, this is what I mean. You got to check the interwebs because sometimes not everybody's got everything. Well, 24/7, they got the whole Northwestern story shook every site up out there, and they don't know what's going. There comes the ins, the outs, the what have yous. I mean, but let's talk about this offense because last season they were 123rd in scoring offense.
They've been on that 10-year plan of 123rd scoring offense.
Since they won the first college game ever played.
It's like we're gonna pencil ourselves in.
All right.
Something we want something in the 120s. 94th in rush offense, 123rd pass offense, charting at the 126th ranked offense in all the land.
Yeah.
I mean,
they had a bad O-line and they had worse quarterback play last year. They averaged 11 points a game in conference. Which was I believe dead last in the Big Ten.
Well, that's why they went out and brought in the new offensive coordinator, Kirk Soraka.
You know, and I like Kirk Soraka.
Coming over from the Gophers, was at Penn State before that.
Now he left Penn State in a little shame because of a terrible person, James Franklin, basically threw him under the bus.
Yeah.
After that COVID season, you know, and blamed everything on him during that. I mean, it was not his fault. Then he went to Gophers. He bounced back pretty well, I thought.
A couple big times. I think 8 or 9 win seasons.
Yeah.
So he comes in and
James Franklin's a snake, by the way.
Snake in the grass. Okay.
Penn State yet.
Okay. I have. No, I did. I did. I think I said he's a great guy.
I have some Franklin takes.
Okay. Well, the quarterback position is interesting here because you have a couple high recruits.
Okay.
Gavin Wimsatt was a big time recruit by them. I know they're excited. He was just a freshman a year ago.
Yeah, he was young.
43% of your passes, not good.
Yeah, not good.
But
not good.
that's what happens when most freshmen are thrown. You know, they also have Evan Simon.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Simon. Now this guy that started 2 games a season ago, 58% completion percentage. So you got 2 guys with starting experience. Are they any good? Is the question.
I know. I'm shocked they didn't bring in a quarterback through the portal of some sorts. Anybody, you know, just to compete with these guys. Because we saw what they could do. Yes, they were young, and yes, they're developed, and yes, they have a new coordinator, but I mean, it was not good.
But Wimsatt was a high recruit.
Sure.
So, I mean, throw him to the Wolves.
Absolutely.
You're punting on the season.
The line doesn't help for sure. I mean, they're just, I don't know. I want Rutgers to do well. I just don't think they're taking this Big Ten seriously.
Well, the running back spot, Samuel Brown, he was a freshman a season ago. That's what
Sammy Brown, the 5th, my friend.
That's why I kind of think it was like a youth movement play here when I see this. So he was a freshman a year ago.
Yeah,
true freshman.
He was great. So he got hurt, but he was great.
You got Aaron Young, also behind him. He was a senior, and also Kyle Monangai. The backfield seems all right, especially if Brown stays healthy. The receiving core, they lost everybody in the receiving.
They lost everyone. I like that Nassim Brantley from Western Illinois.
Yeah,
I think
they got him from the Leathernecks. They also have Gunnison Bloodgood from Morehead State.
I mean, these names are amazing.
Yeah,
give Rutgers that.
Gunnison Bloodgood.
They got some screenwriters out there.
Christian Dremel is a sophomore. Once again, this guy was a freshman a year ago. Got some burn. Counting on him. Also, Chris Long. No relation to Chris Long.
No relation.
He played 12 games a season ago. The tight end is back though. Johnny Langan. Got to be excited there. Security blanket had 12 starts season ago. 9.5 yards a catch.
Rutgers is a down low tight end kind of school.
I remember Marco Battaglia.
Of course, Marco Battaglia. Legend.
There we go.
Legend. LJ Smith.
Oh yeah. They're a stomping ground.
Drafted ahead of Jason Witten, by the way. LJ Smith by the Eagles because Andy Reid said he knew the West Coast offense. Like Witten couldn't pick up those plays. Yeah. 15 Hall of Fame years later.
Oh, buddy.
But Tyler Croft, another Rutgers tight end.
Yeah, they produce him. So keep an eye out for Johnny Langan.
Yeah.
The offensive line, I'm a bit worried about. 3 of 5 back. 3 of 5 back. Center Ireland Brown.
Yeah.
I'm your leprechaun. 9 games a season ago. He started 6 of them. Played in 9. Okay. He's a senior. Let's hope that works out. Now this one's big. The left guard Curtis Dunlap's coming in from Minnesota, and he's going to be starting. Okay.
Yes.
Minnesota's O-line was actually decent.
Yep.
Muhammad Ibrahim, they were running the ball well.
Coordinator knows him.
Yeah.
Brought him over with him.
Left tackle Holland Pierce also returns. This is a guy that 12 starts a season ago. So you do like that. They are counting on Tyler Needham, the transfer, to come in, and then Mike Calafoni.
Yep, Mike Schifoni.
Oh, Schifoni. That's an I, not an L. Okay. I mean, I think you circle the quarterback position, you circle the offensive line.
Yeah.
That's going to be big for them hitting that over. Do you think the offense, CJ Sullivan, will be better than 126? I think yes.
I do too, and I think they're going to run the ball better, and that's what Kirk Shifachi likes to do, and they see what they did with Minnesota and Penn State. They run the ball strong, and then they take their deep chances like down the field. Yeah, like they can, but one sets up the other. It's not like a whole system. And I think Rutgers ideally would like to set up that way. That's what their talent is. They can't be tossing it all over the field.
Soraka. Yeah, he's got this.
Soraka does got this. So I like that in place, and I like their running backs.
Just got to be able to throw the ball. They're going to load the ball.
They got to be able to throw the ball. I mean, it's tough, but this system I think can work for their talents where they don't have to throw it, 50, 60 times. They can just throw it, and when they do throw it, it's got to count. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what they make it. They got to make it hurt. It's all about the talent level. And if the things step up to Big Ten levels. They haven't had a quarterback
for a long time.
That's Ray Lucas.
Long time. Ray Lucas. There we go. And he played wide out in the NFL. No, he played a little bit of quarterback. Okay. The defensive side of the ball, which is Schiano's specialty.
Mm-hmm.
Their defensive coordinator is Joe. Oh man. How do I pronounce this one? Harris.
I wrote it. I let it an H and then they squiggle. So I can't help you there.
Harasimiak. Yeah, Harasimiak.
Yeah.
Okay. Simiak. Okay. I can't read. Scoring defense, 94th. Rush defense, 52nd.
Mm-hmm.
Pass defense, 35th. Total defense, 37th. Damn, dude, their defense is legit.
No, they got a good defense. They got a great defensitive line, and they get after the quarterback.
They bring back 8 starters,
which is what you need in modern football too, because the way they've spread it out and run and throw. They you need a D line that can get to the quarterback without any kind of blitzing or any kind of pressure. And that's what Rutgers has with those DNs, Aaron Lewis and Wesley Bailey.
Aaron Lewis, third team Big Ten a season ago. Wesley Bailey.
Yep.
He played well. You also bringing in one of those Ole Miss transfers on the defensive line, as well as you bring back Keontae Hamilton. I know they're counting on Mayan and Hananutu.
Mm-hmm. You sure do.
And
Hananutu, you sure do.
The linebacking play also. I mean, dude, you really should be excited about the defensive side of the ball if you're a Rutgers fan. Deion Jennings back, Tyreen Powell as well. Shaquan Loyal is someone that they're counting on. He started 2 games a season ago, and the whole secondary, with the exception of their free safety, is back. They bring in Flip Dixon from Minnesota once again. Another Golden Gopher, which, like I said, they were a top 20 defense a year ago. So Max Melton, Robert Longerbeam back at the corner spots. Desmond Igawinsu. Gosh, these names these days. It's like reading BYU's fucking team over here.
Key and Peele sketch going on here. What the hell going on?
Buddy, this defense, let me ask you this. Will return an 8? Bringing back the 37th best defense in the country. Will that be improved or will that be a little worse?
Well, a lot of it, like we said before, it has to do with the schedule. It depends on who they're playing. Like, I like their defense. They're returning a lot, so you imagine be better, but also sometimes you're just overmatched.
Yeah.
When you're playing your Ohio States and whatnot. I mean, like, what are they going to? No matter who you throw out there.
No, they do return the kicker.
They do return a kicker, and I know that's what
Jude
and
Jude McAdamy.
They lost. And you'll like this though, Kobe. They lost their punter, Adam Corsack, the NFL. He was a great Australian punter, but they brought
he's a kick Dundee.
He's a kick Dundee.
That's what I'm saying. Dundee, baby.
But they brought in a new kick Dundee and Flynn Appleby.
Oh, Flynn Appleby.
Yeah, Flynn Appleby.
From Melbourne. He's a kick Dundee.
So one kick Dundee to another. Coming. I think it was a red shirt last year.
Over. All right. Look, we're gonna go game by game on the schedule and talk about the old Scarlet Knights in 2023 in Piscataway. But before we do that, I want to tell you that the college football experience is brought to you by Parlay Play. Yes, Parlay Play is a great way to get down on your favorite parlayed props, player props, that is. Football season is right around the corner, and Parlay Play will have all of your favorite props. Parlay Play is available in a ton of different states, including the great state of California and Texas. Plus, our good friends up north, Canada. Parlay Play is available in a bunch of the provinces up there too. So if you're hanging out in Nelson, British Columbia, where they shot the movie Roxanne,
Yes.
Maybe you dabble in a little parlay play. And when you sign up with our code, you'll get a sweet little bonus to get started. A parlay play I touched on this on the Northwest or on one of our other previews, but I like the over week 0, USC, San Jose State, parlay that with Jacksonville State to win their home opener, their first game ever in the FBS against the UTEP Miners.
Yes.
Get in on that. And I also like the over in the Hawaii Vanderbilt game.
All right.
Get over there. Do it.
I like that.
Head over to parlayplay.io. Use that promo code SGP for 100% deposit bonus up to $100. Once again, that's parlayplay.io. Promo code SGP. All right, we are back on the college football experience, and here we are talking about the great Rutgers Scarlet Knights. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, folks, remember I host the college basketball experience. Rutgers fans, I know Ron Harper Jr. has been gone, but you guys looked damn good last. They got robbed. They did. That was a joke that they didn't make the tournament. They got robbed, and they're going to be back. Michael does a great job. Subscribe every night of the basketball season. I'm there.
The Rack.
Yeah. Oh, you got to love the Rack. They're calling it Jersey Mike's Arena now. It's fucking terrible, but it's still the Rack to us.
Good sub, but come on.
Yeah, come on. College baseball experience, Big 12 experience, also the college football experience, the FCS college football experience. Subscribe to all those feeds. Also check out the Bottom Line Bombs. But look, all those feeds except the Bottom Line Bombs are on the YouTube college experience. Yeah.
Yes. But Bottom Line Bombs on YouTube. You can subscribe to both.
There you go.
Bottom Line Bombs.
And they'll probably
SGPN.
recommend you. Bang, bang. All right.
For sure. Maybe in the same thumbnail, little window.
There you go. Look, if you're watching right now on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. You see the sweet graphic, the win total sitting at 4.
Okay.
I understand Rutgers has had some dark days. All right. I understand. But I tell you, I'm excited about the potential to hit the over.
Okay.
All right.
Over potential.
We're going to go game by game, but
Sure.
The team was young. They're not forever young, CJ.
They're
getting older,
right
before our eyes. Big year for Schiano. I'm leaning over. Now I knew you grew up somewhat in the area there. So,
yeah, South Jersey, but we
you're locking the under.
We went up there. I've been up to Piscataway for not many games, some games for sure. And I'm not locking the under. Coming into it, I was thinking under, but that 4 seems pretty low. Let's see if we can get there.
Oh,
I'm not going to force my story until I get
Okay.
It's like the first 48. Let the investigation lead you. You don't want to pick out a suspect on your way and have your mind on it.
Yeah, fair. Well, week 1 on a Sunday, nationally televised, CBS.
Wow.
Sunday, September 3rd. Pat nope. Northwestern, if they still have a football program by September 3rd, is scheduled to play at Shi Stadium in Piscataway, New Jersey. Look, I thought couple months ago, I was like, that's a 50-50 game. This is a win, baby.
Yeah.
This might be a double-digit win.
This is an absolute double. Did they get flexed out? Is that still a national TV game? We can't be parading Northwestern and these shenanigans out there, can we?
Yeah, that's a good question, but it's on Sunday. Not a lot of other games out there on Sunday. Want to know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, your win total's 4. Lock it up.
Let's do it.
Well, week 2, Kurt Warner's son, EJ Warner, coming into Shi Stadium. I like this game back on the schedule. They played for a decent amount of times in the Big East. They whooped Temple's ass. Well, no, I don't. That was 2 years ago.
Last year, it was a tough.
Last
year was 16-14. They locked
2 years ago. They beat the piss out of Temple.
Yeah.
I still think it's in Piscataway. 2-0, just like that.
Woo!
The hype.
2-0.
Jersey Mike's going to be offering discount sandwiches.
Here's the thing with Jersey Mike's. Fine sandwich place, blah, 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 the whole thing. Then they showed a commercial, and then the CEO comes up. He's like, hey, I'm Frank from Jersey Mike's, or I'm Ted, wherever the fuck is
well, who the hell is Mike?
Yeah, where's Mike? What is this? Is this a scam? I don't hear about Jersey Frank. I want Jersey Mike.
Maybe Mike got locked up with old Jared from Subway. Huh?
Either way, I'll give you a W over Temple.
Win. And then comes Saturday, September 16th, where the Virginia Tech Hokies have to come into Shi Stadium.
Woo!
Look. I think Rutgers can win this.
Wow.
I got them 3-0.
Oh, I'm way down at Virginia Tech.
I got them 3-0.
Let's do it. 3-0.
This is unbelievable.
Maron.
This is unbelievable. And then, I mean, the win total is 4. And
we're almost there. We can be done by Halloween, for Christ, by Columbus Day, the real Italian holiday.
And then Jim Harbaugh buys a couple 18-year-olds a couple burgers. Next thing you know, he's suspended 4 games.
All right.
So now you got to head to Ann Arbor, but there's no Jim Harbaugh.
A coachless Michigan team.
Hey, I mean, stranger things have happened. But here's the problem. They get their ass kicked a lot by Michigan and Ohio State.
This game not so good.
A couple of years ago, it was close, but they have lost games since they joined the Big Ten.
Yeah, last year I believe it was 52-17.
Yeah, they have 1 win against Rutgers, and that was in 14.
All right,
when Michigan was going through it. Since then, they've lost 49-16. They lost 78-0 in 2016.
That's like a 1933 score or something. When you hear like those legendary games,
How's that possible?
Yeah, how's that?
They punting on first down? What's going on?
Are they snapping the ball backwards, or are they just throwing it right to these guys?
Well, then check it out. Check out these other ones: 35-14, 21-point loss; 42-7, 35-point loss; 52-0.
Yeah. They were told to take a dive.
Then randomly during COVID, they lose a barn burner, 3 overtimes, 48-42. No fans in the stands. They do better with no fans in the stands, apparently. Then 20-13. Actually, 2020, 2021, they played Michigan tough, but then last year it fell all apart. 3-1.
Yeah, it's a loss. That's a long way to say they're losing. This game,
3-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you come home to take on one of the. I host the FCS College Football Experience, folks. This is one of the worst FCS schools, the Wagner Vacuum Seahawks.
The Bobby Wagners.
4. We're on our number just like that.
Yep. Bang. We're already pushing
4-1, and it's September 30th.
Let's lock this up.
All right, now you head to Madison, Camp Randall, jump around, all this crazy shit. But they're going to the air raid offense.
Luke Fickell.
I'll still take Wisconsin, but I mean,
I'm high on Wisconsin this year.
All right, so I got them 4-2.
Okay.
4-2. Now they're home to Michigan State. Michigan State's been a disaster this offseason. The starting quarterback says I'm gone. This is a homecoming.
Not afraid of Sparty. Homecoming.
Everyone's gonna be back in Piscataway.
Like I said, what is this? 14th, right around Columbus Day? You kidding me?
Yeah, come on. I'll say this.
Mel Tucker this. You
$100 million that.
You Mel Tucker. You get on a plane and lie to Colorado, you son of a bitch.
The next week they're at Indiana. Look, I'm saying between Michigan State and Indiana, they're winning at least one of those.
Michigan State at home at Indiana.
They could win both in your bowling.
They should split one.
Yeah. And if they win, I think they could win both.
I believe in Schiano for sure.
That's Absolutely. What I'm saying. I see a path to 6. If they win both, 6 wins, you're bowling.
All right.
If not, you're still at 5. You're on the over.
Let's just conservatively put them at 5.
Yeah. Okay. But they get a bye week.
Let's not forget that they don't have a quarterback.
That's true.
We're getting ahead of ourselves here a bit.
Yeah.
And then we were just talking shit about how they would play the Big Ten, but I do like it. Let's go.
Well, they get a bye week, and in my opinion, they should consider ending the season on the bye week because unless they get 6 and you wait for the bowl,
right?
They host Ohio State. Man, have you? So they've played Ohio State. Let me rattle off. This is impressive here.
All right. I'm ready to hear some
10.
Gross numbers.
They're 0-9 in their 9 years in the Big Ten.
Sounds right.
They've lost 56-17 in year 1. Year 2, 49-7. Year 3, 58-0. Year 4, 56-0. Year 5, 52-3. Year 6, 56-21. Year 7, 49-27. Year 8, 52-13, and year 9, 49-10. Whew. What is the closest? The closest I think was 22-point loss in the COVID year. That's bad.
That is, I mean, they're due. They're due against Ohio State.
due for what? 21-point loss?
They're due for a 21. Keep it close. Day likes to keep it closer.
So yeah, that's a loss.
That's a loss.
5 and what? At that point it'll be 5-3, right?
We have them 1, 2, 3, 4. 5-4.
5-4. Now they're at Iowa. Nope, ain't gonna happen in Iowa City. 5-5. At Penn State. Nope,
not at all.
5-6, and then
now we're talking.
Mike Loxley coming into Piscataway. Shi Stadium's gonna be rocking.
This is the rivalry they had to keep intact.
Yeah,
this is a special rivalry exemption.
Yeah,
Michigan, Ohio State. USC, UCLA.
No Penn State, Ohio State.
No. But thankfully, we kept together the legendary Rutgers, Maryland rivalry of the East Coast, of the Atlantic, of the the Battle of the Ocean Cities.
I can't even count the amount of times on my hand that how many classics we've seen between these two. And buddy, I'm looking at the history of this.
Yeah,
they've only played 18 times.
I mean, why
are we preserving this?
I like they're just making up that it's a rivalry. They're just flat out made it.
They're acting like they played 100 times. I don't even. I'm so confused by that. But yeah. Look, I'm on the. I think they probably lose to Maryland, but I think if they beat Michigan State and Indiana, they get to 6.
Who knows what Maryland's going to be at that point?
This could be a bowl team. This is their best shot in a long time at making a bowl. And next year, there's no Big Ten East. So be patient with old Schiano. All right. Be patient. 5. You got to ride the over, though. I feel
you got to ride
5.
the over.
I feel good about
if it's an even 4 like that, I mean, you don't need much to get a push.
I feel good about that. 5.
You honestly, honestly, you could have 4 wins by September 30th.
Yeah. And then you're dancing in the streets of Piscataway.
Then you are. Then you're at Pulsation, some club in Jersey.
Folks, I'm on the over. CJ Sullivan is on the over.
Thank God over.
All right, look, before we get out of here, I got a chance to sit down with old Michael Barker, better known as College Football Campus Tour on the interwebs. Look, to talk about his experience at the Shi Stadium in Piscataway. And here is that interview.
Disappear.
Joining me on the College Football Experience, Rutgers Scarlet Knights 2023 season preview episode is none other than the king of college football stadiums. Yes, Michael Barker, aka College Football Campus Tour. Folks, make sure you give him a follow on Twitter at CFB Campus Tour. You'll see it if you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. But Michael goes to like 5, 6, 7 college football games a week when the season's rolling along, and he documents his travel. He posts the photo of the game for each game he's going to. Also does some cool stuff regarding the interesting seats within the stadium, and talks about the history of the stadium. It's just a must follow for any college football fan. Michael, I appreciate you hopping on the show, man, and talking a little bit about Rutgers football. And what do they call the stadium now? Shi Stadium?
Yeah, Shi Stadium. There's been a few names, but right now it's SHI Shi Stadium.
So, I mean, obviously we know Rutgers played in the first ever college football game, and the Big Ten loves to remind you of that, even though they weren't in the Big Ten. But I can dig that. They played the first ever game. I can respect the history that is Rutgers football there. But tell me about the history of this stadium, because it's rather new, right?
Yeah, so it opened in 1994. It replaced Rutgers Stadium that was the home of Rutgers football since 1938. It has 52,000 seat capacity, and I should mention it's the second newest stadium in the Big Ten. Only Minnesota has a newer one. Since it opened in 1994, it's been named Rutgers Stadium, High Point Solution Stadium, highpoint.com Stadium, and now Shi or SHI Stadium. Even though it is only less than 30 years old, it has been expanded. Its original capacity was 41,000. The record crowd was 53,774 against Penn State in 2014. And probably something not too many college stadiums can claim is that in 2005, it was the site of a lecture by the Dalai Lama.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Interesting. If I had to guess, I would assume that there wouldn't be that many college football stadiums that have that. But, Greg Schiano's on the field trying to make their product, better and better. In the Big East, he had it rolling. I think they're looking forward to getting out of the divisions in a season from now. So maybe they can win some more games against the Big Ten West or the Big Ten West as far as the schools along the Pacific Ocean. And I'm optimistic that he might be that guy that can. How many times have you been to the Shi? I'm going to call it.
Yeah, I've been there once for a game. I went there in 2021. They played Wisconsin, and it was a blowout. Wisconsin was up, I want to say it's 41-0 at halftime. They ended up winning 52-3. Wisconsin didn't score in the fourth quarter. For me, I got to roam the stadium. I got some good pictures there, and I'm looking for another opportunity to go back. There's a couple FCS schools nearby, Monmouth, Wagner. So they don't announce kick times for FBS schools after week 3. So you try to see when you can maybe get a noon FCS game, a night game at Rutgers. But I would love to replace the first experience of that blowout versus Wisconsin with a better experience. And like you said, Coach Schiano, he's probably the only coach in recent memory that put Rutgers on the map in a big way. And hopefully, he's had a couple of years to recruit. They're getting their full share of the Big Ten money now. So hopefully the timing is right for Rutgers to ascend up the ranks of the Big Ten standings.
Amen. Because that'd be cool to have the first team to play in the first game back on top of things. Yeah, I mean, look, I got to get there for a game sometime, man. And Michael, I appreciate you hopping on the show talking about Rutgers football and Shi Stadium. Folks, if you're in the area, get on out, support college football. Shi Stadium in Piscataway. Michael, I appreciate you hopping on the show. And folks, make sure you get on out to follow him at CFB Campus Tour on Twitter. Thanks for hopping on the show, man.
Thank you for having me. And a good day for somebody to get their first game in at Rutgers is Labor Day Sunday. There's a 11 a.m. game versus Northwestern. It's the only game on the East Coast in the morning, and it's on Sunday, the week before the NFL season starts. So no other obstacles other than a game at Shi Stadium. So that's my tip, and thank you for having me, Colby.
Anytime. And folks, he's right. Get out there Sunday. What is it? September 2nd, I think, September 3rd, something like that. Check it out. They're playing Northwestern. Have a wonderful day, Michael, and take care, man.
Absolutely. You too.
Michael Barker going to Shi Stadium. You been to Shi Stadium, man?
Yeah, been to Shi Stadium.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Folks, get yourself out there. You're going to want to get out there, especially if you bet this over, because you're going to want to support the Scarlet Knights. I'm on the over. I actually think this could be. Am I crazy to think about locking this?
I mean, if the numbers speak to you like they do, I think I'm liking it. Like I said, coming into it, I was ready to play the under, but that number 4, I'm like, that seems a little doable. And then when we went down, I like
see 6. At best case scenario, I can see 7 wins.
Worst case scenario, we're seeing a 4.
push. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Folks,
lock it up.
CJ Sullivan's on the over. Subscribe to the Bottom Line Bombs podcast.
Yes.
You won't be disappointed. And also subscribe to the College Football Experience wherever podcasts can be found. Hop on over to iTunes. Give us a 5-star review. Appreciate it. Even if you call me a fucking idiot, we'd appreciate it. All right. Look, subscribe to the College Basketball Experience, the College Baseball Experience, the Big 12 Experience, and the FCS College Football Experience. We come together as one on YouTube, youtube.com/the College Experience. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast as they break down all 32 NFL teams with their win total podcast, solo podcast for every single team in the land, just like we're doing a solo podcast for every single college football team in the land, all 133 of them. Get the SGPN app. It's free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store, and come talk in the Discord, whatever your sport. It could be a game of dominoes happening in an alley in Mexico City, and I feel like we got you covered. All right. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Until next time, this is the College Football Experience, Scarlet Knight style. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.
Run and shoot. We can really run and shoot. And the whole team's looking, and the whole world's looking with the cameras. Run and shoot. We can really run.